Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So today I want to share my UI with all of you. I've had a lot of comments and feedback recently about how do I make my game look like this? How do I have my action bars here? How do I see my cooldowns in the right side? Basically, how do you just make the game look like your game? Like how can I get that into my game? And I'm here to share that with you. I've already made a guide I uploaded a few days ago on how to create this in case you want to create it yourself. But today, that's not what we're going to talk about. I will talk about how you can actually just import this directly into your game with just a few clicks. So basically, all my UI here is being created without any add-ons. I don't use any add-ons when it comes to UI. The only add-ons I actually use is stuff like Guild Roster Manager if I want to kick some, like a lot of people, if I want to like blitz move, if I want to be able to move around my windows, damage meter, homebound to see where I can get some few like housing items, plumber to help me build houses quicker, Narcissus if I want to like take nice screenshots, TomTom to find positions, Trophy to see what spells I'm using, and camera tools from Mr. GM if I want to make some nice housing shots. So basically all my add-ons has nothing to do with my UI. The UI is all in World of Warcraft. So basically how I've done this, again I have a guide on how I created this, you can see, but it's when I click escape and I go into edit mode, I have my entire UI here. Everything I have modified through this. Basically I have chosen the one called modern preset, actually classic preset, and then I just have like modified my things, like, you know, my action bar, change it to 6 rows and increase the size of it, and so on. But in case you want this UI here, which I am calling Dvalin UI 1.0, you can now find it on my Discord. If you go to the description and join the Discord, there is a room called Dvalin's UI. In there, there's a screenshot of the UI and there's also an import string. And you just copy that import string. So basically, now I'm on my Discord, I copy the import string, then I go here and I say import. Then I paste in the, like you can see all this nonsense here. Then I call it Dvalin UI 1.0, something like that, import, and then boom, when you click import, it will be on the list, and when you select it, your game will look exactly like my game. So yeah. But recently I've had a lot of feedback where people ask me how do I make my game look like this, and so on. So I just wanted to share with you all, this is my UI. I'm using the same UI now on all my classes. All 40 specs I play on different classes, I'm using this UI. I know my other guides I've been creating previously. I had different UIs and different classes. I'm done with that. Now I use the same UI, this UI here, on all my classes. I know right now, maybe on some specs like the Druid and so on, there's actually too many spells to actually be here because, you know, we don't have enough space slots here. But on the 20th of January, when we get the midnight pre-patch, that's not a problem anymore because of all the spells they're removing in the game. It's not a problem anymore. I had already tested it on the midnight beta and I was able to fit all the spells in on my action bars without any problems with all 40 specs. Like I've tried all 40 specs to see if I can fit my action bars like this, and it works on all 40 specs on midnight. So on the 20th of January I will be updating this UI here, so of course it fits the new World of Warcraft's midnight UI. So right now if you go to my Discord, there's an import string, so you can get, like, you can just basically paste it in, so you have the same UI as me, as you can see right now. And then on the 20th of January, I will update it so it matches with the Midnight UI. And of course, the Midnight UI is also going to be showing what spells the bosses are casting. A lot of like information like Deadly Boss Mod used to show you, but now it's actually also in the game. Those things I will also modify and make looking nice. And of course, maybe you like what I do, maybe not, and then you could just like drag and drop whatever you want to do. But yeah. The main point of this video here was that I just want to share my UI with all of you. This is going to be called Dvalin's UI 1.0, and then 2.0 is going to be released when Midnight pre-patch comes out around, because then I can actually do the other changes for that. So yeah. So again, a lot of you have been asking for it, and now it's here. And maybe you don't like this UI, then of course this video is not for you. But in case you want to see have this UI yourself, then you're more than welcome to go to my Discord, go to the room called Dvalin's UI, import the string, and then you can have the exactly same UI as me. So, thanks for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.